What's happening? So today I want to talk about how to become an extrovert, if that's something that you want to become. If you've hung out with me or been around me, you probably 90 to 95% of the people that have been around me will think I'm naturally an extrovert, but my default state is actually being an introvert. So growing up, I was very introverted. I had a small circle of friends. We just kind of kept to ourselves, and then the thought of meeting new people was scary to me. I had a lot of Xbox Live friends, so I kept the circle small because I just was very uncomfortable meeting new people. And I think it was right around when I lost a lot of my weight was when I made the decision that I wanted to be more extroverted. I wanted to meet new people, and that meant going out and talking to people. So to give you some context of how introvert I was, when I went to the grocery store, I was looking for, let's say, a wrench or something. Instead of asking someone that worked there, where do I find a wrench, I would just troll around the store trying to find it and just waste 10 minutes instead of just asking someone, because I was so nervous of talking to a random stranger, and thought of human contact was just, it was terrifying. It was terrifying. It was scary. And that's just to give some context of how introverted I was. But then when I made the decision that I wanted to be more extroverted, I was very aware that I was introverted, so my comfort zone was this small, and I made tiny steps outside to push my comfort zone in order to be more extroverted. So I would start with things like going to the grocery store and asking, where do I find the cereal? Even though I wasn't looking for cereal or anything, I just wanted to practice talking to people, talking to strangers, approaching a stranger, and even though I think it's just talking to random people in public, and because that was scary to me, so I practiced that. So when I was done asking where the cereal was, I would push my comfort zone a little more, and I would be in line for coffee, and I would ask, "Hey, how's your day?" "Oh, okay, that's cool." And then once I got over that anxiety of talking to people in line, I just kept pushing the envelope, and I knew my comfort zone, whatever made me feel uncomfortable in terms of being extrovert and talking to people, it just kept growing. My comfort zone just started getting wider and wider and wider because I kept making these little baby steps outside and pushing my comfort zone and talking to new people. One thing I believe that helped extremely well and a lot was when I joined Toastmasters, actually. And for those of you who are not familiar with Toastmasters, it's essentially a little club where people get together and then they practice public speaking. To be honest though, when I first joined around college, I was so anxious and so afraid that I actually didn't give a speech or talk to anyone. But I didn't give a speech for about a year. I just sort of joined, but I had so much anxiety that I just didn't join, or I didn't give a speech. But eventually I was like, this is stupid. I just joined and I haven't done anything, so I just pushed myself to do it. God, man, I was sweating that first time, but when I did it, I felt great. I felt super. I felt phenomenal. So I guess it might be a little off topic now, but again, I'm naturally an introvert, and I think I still naturally am an introvert. I have to sort of turn on the switch to become an extrovert. I have to be all right, I'm gonna be social now. And even when I become hey, I'm gonna go be social now, I actually have to socially warm up every time. And since I work at home and I work in front of a computer, my verbal skills are not always in tune, because they get rusty, and I have to build social momentum to get myself talking, get myself flowing, get myself extroverted, talking to people. So when let's say I go to a party or something, I just slowly talk to just people, just anyone. I just talk and talk and talk, and then I get more and more socially warmed up, and then eventually I'm extroverted. So I'll refine my thoughts next time, but I just wanted to give you just this sort of share this video with you, because I'm naturally an introvert, and you can become if you're an introvert and you want to be extroverted, you can become an extrovert. All you got to do is just push your comfort zone, start small, talking to people at the grocery store, talking to people in line, and then eventually you'll expand your comfort zone, and then you'll be an extroverted butterfly. But that's all I got for today. Yeah, until tomorrow. Peace.